I think we are. Okay, I think we are. We're live, you guys. Oh my god, something just happened. Let's see. um, I've been kind of poking around. Hold on, let me see. Actually, let me put the thing real quick before I start my video here, so I could see the chat. Hear me talking here, so I could see. Oops, sorry. Okay, so I think I'm on. Okay, we're on. Now, I'm not sure how long I'm gonna be on here for. So, oh hi Sharon, thank you. What's up, girl? What's up? So, something's very exciting is happening. Of course, I'm sure if you follow Twitter, Gamestop Twitter, you probably see this already. But I think this is a kind of like generate some buzz here, right? So we'll see how this will turn out. But if you don't know what I'm talking about, is the comeback of Buck the Bunny as the GameStop mascot. So, and I'm sure, let's see. Now, initially, I thought it was kind of a um, uh, not a scam, but like a kind of made up thing. But then when I dig to it, it seems like it's official because it was on GameStop page here, right there. So it was 2 hours ago, and people are going crazy already. So Buck is back. And, let's Buck. So this is a very funny again marketing. Right? It's very good at marketing. This is what I was talking about last night too. About leadership is very good at social engagement, products placement, and doing at a very low cost too. Like I don't think it costs them very much to engage people to try to bring customer in, delight customer, and all that stuff. So let's listen in, and we'll laugh together after.
Over 15 years ago, the world was introduced to a legend, Buck the Bunny. Buck the Bunny immediately became a hit. Along with becoming GameStop's official mascot, he was even scheduled to have his own game released.
Bunny Down Under, an Australian adventure.
But then,
in shocking news today, internal footage has leaked of GameStop's beloved mascot, Buck the Bunny, caught up in illegal activities. GameStop corporate has cancelled Buck.
years of silence, years of reflection, but every story deserves a comeback.
I do it for the glory.
Buck is back, and this time, he's one of us.
Hey, welcome to GameStop, where you can buy and sell your pre-owned video games. Would you like to sign up for GameStop Pro and receive monthly $5 rewards? Or pre-order Call of Duty Black Ops 7 or Donkey Kong Country Returns?
Pre-order the Mod Retro Chromatic now and receive a bonus Buck the Bunny keychain at GameStop, while supplies last.
I'm back, bitch.
Power to the players.
Power to the player. Man, so again, it's like this is one of the many examples that Jimmy is a company that is trying to do the right thing here. For the company, for shareholders, and of course, this type of things will generate a lot of foot traffic, and well, hopefully, right? We don't know what's gonna work out, what doesn't work out, what works out, in the end. But it's an example of the companies doing everything they can to get people in store shopping at their, ordering in, pre-order or whatever it may be. And again, this is a enticing things to get people excited again, or people talking about like gamers, kids, um, any demographics who's really excited about the mod retro coming in for GameStop. And of course, the holidays is coming in. Oh, sorry,
Over
it's gonna play over and over again. But the holidays coming in, of course, this is going to hopefully get people to shop at GameStop again. Um, a lot of discounts coming in. What is it? Black Friday is coming. So if you look at, it's already rolling in deals upon deals and all that stuff. Now you could argue whether it's a value for your buck or anything like that. They might, have some uh, negativity on how much the discount actually is. So that's happened yet last year as well, where people was like, "Oh, this is not much of a deal" or whatever. But um, it's span across. It's natural, right? If you feel like you don't have uh, extra money to spend, certain any type of discount is a good discount to me, right? I mean, 40% off is not something to scoff at. So uh, depends on what you need, right? If you just so happen to need a headphone or whatever, of course you would spend you would spend $50 for this one. Yeah, and skins and all that stuff for the controller for kids, gifts and a lot of stuff that you could buy for your loved ones during the holidays. So yeah, I mean, things are looking up for GameStop here as far as the company go. They're trying to engage people as much as they can. Now, I could speculate a little bit here that it might not translate. Of course, like again, they could do anything to the price action, right? If you look at the chart for a long time, um, anytime there's good news for GameStop, like even for this particular um, earnings report, you could see that earnings, they're actually beating on earnings expectation to the tune of like 9 cents per share, surprise to the upside. Yet, I know the revenue is what they want people to see only, and they don't want you to kind of like, hey, yes, revenue's down, but we're profitable at this junction right here. I mean, profitable 1 cent profitability is not much, but at least we're breaking even at that time. Okay, and not only breaking even, we're actually beating the expectation in terms of earnings per share. And to me, that's actually much better than revenue growing at that time. So, with that news, of course, look at the price action right here. They drop it down. So, what would scare more? More people who don't understand what the company is trying to do, um, than to drop what on good earnings, quote unquote, right? Good earnings, 22%. So I'm sure there's a lot of people who can excel at this junction, or to try to, what is it, stop loss hunting. And so a lot of people lose their shares, and then a couple days later, they send the price back up again. So, uh, but yeah, it could happen on Monday. Be careful too. Tomorrow is trading, so even though we're excited about this thing, I am always keep an eye on the downside as well. Of course, I don't advocate people trading this thing, but hey, do what is best for you. Wink, wink. Hello, hello, 2 day in a row. I know I'm trying to get back on the groove, Carter. And so I thank you for joining. I appreciate that. But what do you think about the Buck Bunny thing? I think this is kind of akin to what Warren Kitty. I don't know if it's gonna generate as much buzz as Warren Kitty tweets, but at least fundamentally we're doing something uh, better, uh, you know. And it's only get better from here. I don't think there's anything that GameStop is doing to kind of like burn so much cash to the point where we don't know uh, where the next paycheck coming from, right? So not only that, we have so much cash pile to do whatever we need to do to survive under this, looming recession that we're gonna get into. So who knows, right? Even if the market crash, I don't think GME is gonna go anywhere. I'm talking about the company here. Of course, the price action will do whatever it needs to do. So just be careful on that as well. Um, I know I'm not saying, tomorrow is going to crash or anything like that, but always keep an eye on the downside so that, you have some dry powder to pounce on whatever, right? If it's not GameStop, it's something else that you might want to kind of take a look at. To me, of course, GameStop has been beating down for 3 years, and 3 or 4, 5, 6, 7 years maybe, right? Even before the squeeze. And so this is why the generation or the generated buzz for this company has been uh, spectacular. It's very fun for me to kind of look into the company too. And again, this is why I'm in it. It's for the buzz. It's for the everything. You have everything in this particular company. Whether you're here for the squeeze, whether you're here for the actual company well-being, uh, we all welcome here, right? At the end of the day, you are a shareholder or call option holder, whatever, or put option holder. Um, so yeah, all of it, it's going to generate that price action that is kind of. Um, I feel like, why am I like? What am I talking about? Like I'm ranting. Anyway, I'm just like happy to see that the company is progressing forward here. And so, yeah. Bugs Bunny, of course, this is a cute little character. I like the personality of this particular um, character here, and to pair it with the mod retro here too, it's fitting. And again, like to me, this is what product placement should be. To generate that buzz again for the items of your company, right? Like we don't see that, like, that enthusiastic nature of you know product launch anymore. Like I remember iPhone used to be like this. Oh, the reveal! Like, oh my god, I can't wait to get my hands on this new technology, right? And so we need some of that back, right? Now I'm not saying Jimmy compared to Apple is the greatest thing. No, 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 not at that level yet. Yes, eventually we're gonna get to that point, but that's the energy that we need to come back to. So that's what my thought on this. But our cash position is massive, and our operations are turning around without tapping into our reserve. Uh, Ryan Cohen is doing a great job. There are there are only a few people that can do what he does. Of course, like, and that's one of the reasons why I got into GME in the first place, was because of that Chewy interview back in the day when he was selling it to PetSmart, right? And every TV station, even including MSNBC, including Yahoo Finance, brought him in to pump, Chewy up. So, and back then they all love him, right? Oh, this is the greatest success. to beat Amazon sale and all that stuff, right? Again, good sentiment about this particular person. But when it comes to GameStop, for some reason, he's now a failure, right? And so this is the telltale sign that I feel like the media has been, financial media anyway, has been lying about, at least underplay the success of Ryan Cohen. Okay. Now, you could argue, oh, why does it take this long? I'm like, okay, how long do you think to turn around a company this side? How long do you think it's gonna take? If it takes you a year, okay, go ahead, buy part of the company and get your seat on the board and then do it. What gives, right? And so, a lot of naysayer out there who said, oh, Ryan Cohen doesn't do shit or whatever. Well, again, is it because they try to sway people away from this investment? Or they're actually concerned about our, pocket over here? Or their own pocket, right? Whoever hired them to do that. So again, I hate to say that all people are bought here, meaning like bought and paid for, but it seems that way. Keep in mind, GME is still a small company here. Yes, we're multi-billion-dollar company, but we're still small in the grand scheme of things. So if a small company create this type of buzz for people to be like, oh my God, if you're in this particular company, you are in a cult. I raised the question on that particular aspect, right? So to me, that's a telltale signs as well that before the price goes up, you often see a lot of negativity coming in, documentary after documentary, hit pieces, right, to try to sway people a certain way. And again, this is the game that they're playing, so I know uh, the game pretty well. They've done it on Bitcoin. They've done it on any other asset they don't want you to buy when it was cheap enough for regular people to get in. And so they only want you to buy when it's high in the sky. It wouldn't be, it would not be surprising to me that way back here, before the squeeze right here, way back here, when they put the narrative of, oh, this could go, tens of thousands of dollars. Now, I'm not saying it won't, but I'm saying that, the news was like, oh, I'm selling my house to go all in on this and all that stuff, right? Was advocating people to buy call options, right? Instead of buying shares at this junction here. Again, there's a lot of shenanigans happening. I'm sure a lot of people sell at this junction here. Let's go back in time here. Sorry, I'm kind of all over the place here, you guys. Seen this in a while here too. Let's take a look here. That's two of them. Move up, delete. There we go. So, yeah, look at this. Again, not an expert here, but it seems like on balance volume keep going up. While the price not doing it, while the price is cascading down. So what gives? I don't know. Like no one has explaining to me how this would make sense to me at all. If you compare this particular indicator to any other stock, you would see a different things. Okay, so again, right or wrong, I'm thinking that nobody is actually selling this thing. Anytime you see the price action coming down, it's a manipulation, right? Because if people are actually selling, you would see these going down a little bit, right? Wouldn't you? Like, isn't that like what on balance volume is all about? So again, I don't know. Again, if anyone who watch this video know what an on balance volume is, please explain to me why this is elevated so high. So currently, what is it? Over 6 billion shares. 6 billion shares on balance volume right here. So now, if you compare the date down here, this is what I was showing you down here, right? Yes, you could see there were people. Sorry. Back here. There were people, small amount, not even a lot. But there were actually people selling right there. So this is how you would see it if people are actually selling their shares. Okay. But subsequently, when it goes up here, there, the second pump, nobody actually selling it, seemingly, right? This price action coming down. Second time, yes, there are some people selling, but more buy orders than any sell order. See, this the price drop right here. The same way, if you see this, look at this price drop right here. People buy, and then people sell, right? People buy, people sell. So, I mean, you could argue that at this junction right here, people were really buying and selling right here. Okay. But as far as the OGs out there who's been buying since down here, we never saw. It keeps elevating. Again, based on my observation here, through this indicator. So, but you could say I'm speculating here because I don't know what this indicator is telling me. I'm just saying, why is there 6 billion shares being traded so far? Is that what it is telling me? But anyway, 6 billion, is that like 100 times? Yeah, 100 times the float. Am I saying that right? More than 100 times. But anyway, I digress. So, let's be prepared for Monday. Yeah, let's be prepared for Monday. So let's see. What am I saying? Okay, Carter. On balance volume move up if the price close green. Okay. Or it moves down if the price close red. The past 3 years price actions was down, so it should go down, but it's been flat. Okay, so it doesn't tell me how many shares being shorted. Is that what you're saying? So it's been flat. So what does that tell me? Can you explain a little bit more? That the price has been stable at this particular junction? I mean, my conclusion is that we already found the bottom. But yeah, I don't know. I think the recession scares is still it's still a concern for me anyway. If the S&P 500 comes down, people are gonna be scared of this too. So I'm not worried about GameStop as far as company goes, but share price might take a hit. It should mimic the price action. Okay, if you check another stock, yes, I know, right? Let me see. Go to AMC, for example. Of course, AMC, people freaked out 1 point. Now it's ticking back up again for AMC. So let me just go here, just to show people. Okay, so now yes, it seems like in the past couple of months here, right? Since May, people have been buying AMC in drove as well. So OBV is kind of like elevated, but back here, people were actually selling out of this thing right here. And you could see that the on balance volume is kind of mimic the price action there. At least, you know, it's to me, it's indicative of people actually selling. And there's no algorithm. But if you look at this one right here, people were buying into it, but nobody actually sold when during this time frame. So, of course, I don't own any AMC right now, so just like looking comparison to we know what AMC is. So if you don't know the difference between GME and AMC, please do your own research. This is not the same thing as GME. So let's look at Apple. Is it Apple? No. Right here. If you look at Apple, this is a weekly. Can we do a monthly? Okay, so Apple has been elevated as well. You see, when on balance volume keep elevated, your price action should also be elevated as well because there's always buying pressure. It seems like it's kind of like Steve kind of bowing a little bit here. So the exhaustion of people buying into this thing is lower and lower, I think. So, this is a monthly. Let's look at the daily here. But yeah, a lot of people. Warren Buffett already shaved some of his position off for this particular company already, so it's waiting for its fall. Right? Not saying it's a terrible company to own here. Of course, it's people have been owning it for decades. Have been kind of already been in it. I feel like most of the uh, big guys out there, like Warren Buffett's already taking his profit. So it remains to be seen whether it's going to be able to go up from here. I don't think so. I think the biggest company is going to suffer the most in terms of price action here. But look at this. Volume is nowhere to be seen as far as, let's see, low volume, but the price going higher. To me, this is indicative of a reversal soon. Okay, because there's no reason for the price to go high in this low volume. Again, reversal is coming, right? Low volume, price higher, price goes higher. So the opposite happens in GameStop. If you look at the volume, so let's take this time frame right here. Again, this is just basic oversimplification of what I'm understanding about trading here. So anytime there's a low volume, on downtrend, okay, that volume breakout will give you that price action. Okay. So now if you zoom in, also you could see volume just pick up right here. Okay. And so over here, if you look at the volume from a couple days ago on Monday, right here to now, low volume and sell volume. Anytime there's buy volume, it's a lot more than the sell volume coming. So that's indicative of a reversal too, right? So this is why you see that reversal. Now it could go the other way too. If the price, let me see that. You zoom in, right? You could see it a little bit better of the reversal. But the price coming down actually, see, trending down. So low volume on a sell, on the sell side. I hope that makes sense. So it's gonna reverse soon. Now I'm still looking at the $25. If it dropped to 25, I'm gonna scoop some more up, so, for this Monday anyway. But like I said, I've been accumulating wherever possible. I think there's a support here. Yep. I bought a whole bunch from here too. So I'm glad that I had the money to do that. Didn't have a chance to buy over here because I didn't have the money. So it depends on when I have the money to kind of free up from other investment. It's show holding, not sell. Okay, show holding, not sell. CCP. Okay. It's infer manipulation if it doesn't move with the price action. Okay. Makes me more, we'll have to play the rest back later. Okay, that's fine. Thank you, Sharon. Enjoy the rest of the day. See you later. Yes, don't waste your time, Sharon. This is just speaking to the choir here. not much going on with GameStop, so please don't pay attention. But yeah, so as far as like price action, there's not much to talk about yet, unless Boring Kitty is tweeting in a minute. I think overnight he might be tweeting something, but who knows? Anything could happen in this particular stock. Like I said, it's only time. I think time will tell to the naysayers out there that it's going to be the best company moving forward. Okay, so let me look at this real quick, just to remind people, if people don't, new to this or anything like that. GameStop has been profitable for quite some time now, actually for 3 quarters in a row already. Yes, there's certain 3 quarters in a row, sorry, 3 trailing 12s, I should say. You have to be a little bit careful, specific, because you don't want to mislead people. Because when they see a little bit different number, they're like, what? GME is profitable? Yes, GME is actually profitable. Yes, due to the interest that they have based on the cash on hand that they have, but it's net profit nonetheless. Profit is profit. It doesn't matter where it comes from. Okay. As long as they're positive in the end, it's a good thing in my book. Yes, cash flow is negative at this junction, but I'm sure it's going to improve day after day, quarters after quarters. People scoff at little incremental change of the gross profit margin, but this is nothing to scoff at here. 1%, 4% for any company that bring in billions of dollars translate to hundreds of millions of dollars. So for people who downplay this, I encourage you to kind of research more on that particular metric. Okay, I know people want you to look at the revenue falling off, but eventually they're gonna make more revenue, and then what, right? So we need to find that equilibrium. I'm sure we are at that crossroad already, and so right now we're just going the other way. Like we've been going the other way for 3 consecutive trailing 12 already since we were turning positive 3 quarters ago. Okay, and then subsequently we've been increasing in net profit. Okay, I know net profit, people are gonna be like, oh, that doesn't matter. No, that matter a lot. A lot, because $42 million in the last trailing 12, that's nothing to scoff at. Okay, when is the last time you make $42 million? I'll wait. But anyway, so when people tell you operationally GME is not profitable yet, you could smack them in the face and say, no, you're wrong. They're coming positive right now. Yes, $2.9 million. It's nothing to scoff at either. Okay, even if they come out 1 cent above, it's okay. It's just indicative of them improving themselves. Okay, and so remember when people tell you, oh, GME has to wait another year for them to make $6.7 million? That was a lie. That's not how you calculate, annual, what is trailing 12, right? And that was just 3 quarters ago. And since then, we've been increasing from that multiple of time. Nobody bring up anymore, right? The fact that GME made $6.7 million. Now we're up to $42 million. So from 6 to 42, think about that. How many multiples is that? 7 times. So if it goes through this trajectory, what do you think is going to happen? I would venture, let's give them a slow growth over here, right? So if they could make 3 times, 3.5 is half of the growth, right, from here to here. That means they're going to be able to bring in close to $150 million this year. And so, if multiple than that, that depends on how much store we're able to close even more, how much revenues we're going to be able to bring in. High profit margin item is coming in. Of course, like we're doing the best we can to bring in more social engagement, creating the buzz for people to come into the store, providing services that, again, everything that he told 3 years ago, 4 years ago, actually, in that letter, he's been doing it already. And it took this long to do it. 3 years is nothing. People need to understand, in the world of business, it's gonna be slower than this. But again, he's doing it in this environment. That's a miracle in terms of business. If the financial media are honest about this company, they would be praising GameStop or praising Ryan Cohen. Okay, but since they are betting against it, whoever pay their paycheck bet against it, they tend to pee pee poo poo it. They call it pee pee poo poo, right? Poop and scoop. And so and then pump and dump some company that you're not supposed to be buying into. So yeah, again, this is a game that you have to understand the psychology of these people trying to steer you away. And of course, you don't just believe in what I say as well. Of course, I'm biased in a sense because I am the investor and I see the potential for this company to move beyond whatever anyone could think of. I mean, the future is bright for GameStop, and I know I'm very anxious to have crypto as part of GameStop growth again. Um, and that's always been my thesis for GameStop. And even if when they shut it down, when they worded it, it doesn't seem like they're doing it permanently. They're just waiting for the regulator to come to grips with what cryptocurrency is, and the clarity will give GameStop that direction again. Now, if they're outright ban crypto, which I don't see a path to that because it's growing into a $3 trillion industry already. I don't see these people turn a blind eye on a $3 trillion industry here. So GameStop's gonna be able to benefit from that as well. So I'm excited for the future, and yeah, I mean nothing much to say, you guys. But I just want to hop on here and kind of give my 2 cents on what's going on with this Buck Bunny thing. I think it's a good direction for them to go into, um, at least to create that, a mascot again, to try to bring kids in. So, yeah, social engagement is important to bring more people in to the store, right? Not so much so to buy the stock here, but at least to create a product that people love and create that buzz again. Uh, Pretty good. I think I applaud everybody who been working on this and try to bring product to people, delight customer in that sense. So, and yeah, for kids as well. I mean, this is how you create that culture for people to be excited about the company, yeah, or about the product that they buy from the company. Much like apples, right? Used to be the buzz of a century, but yeah. So I'll let you guys go. Cutter Charming used the bear cartoon, because it's hard to get people to watch a commercial about number two. Oh, right. Yeah. Sherman. Of course. And I think this is a cleverness of, uh, the marketing team over here. Marketing is amazing, you guys. If it's done right, it creates that, you know, what is it? Social engagement for people to be like, okay, yeah, it's tasteful, it's not offensive, it's palatable to everybody, adult, kids alike, right? So, um, but this one, it was kind of funny when they say, "I'm back" or something. Did they use the B word? Hold on, let me see. Sorry. Oh, it was somebody edited. So there might be another video I saw. People were just, you know, having fun with this one. But what I've noticed, I'm sure this number means something. I don't know, Los Angeles. People are gonna go nuts on trying to see what is that, a date of some sort, right? Who knows? But what kind of on my thumbnails here, I saw this. When did I see it? Oh man, I took a screenshot on this one. That's what you saw on my thumbnail right here. Squeeze, GameStop squeeze, right? So hey, that could be a hint that, yeah, we're on the up and up, and there's nothing that we could do to stop this company from growing the right way. So that's how I take it. Monday, it's important, so be careful. I will be monitoring monitoring the price action, and then we'll see how it goes. I'm excited, and of course the after hour trading. I'm sure nobody's gonna be sleeping today to try to see what Robinhood's gonna trade at at this fight, at this particular junction. I'm gonna put it out there. I don't think DFB is gonna come back at this time because Buck Bunny is gonna take all the glory here. We'll see, right? All right, guys, I will let you go. 3 o'clock already. Yeah, I might be on tomorrow. I have work tomorrow, so maybe around 6 or 7 again. Hoping Moran's would be on then. Yeah, been enjoying his show a lot. So such an inspiration here for me to make video and stuff. So yeah, I will let you go.